Okay, so what we have here is my 1965 Ford Thunderbird hardtop. This is the middle year of the flare birds, as they were known, 64, 65, and 66. Same body style with some cosmetic differences each year. Yeah, the flare bird was also known as the jet bird by some Thunderbird aficionados, mainly because of the really cool dashboard and instruments. So here we have the rear of the car. This was the first year they had the sequential turn signals. They had them in the 64, but they were not approved. So the 65 was the first year they were approved. 65 was also the first year that the Thunderbird had power disc brakes. So I bought this car about 5 years ago at an auction, and I would call this a survivor car. It's all in pretty original condition. And it's the kind of car, if you were an enthusiast, you could spend some time on it and fix it up, do the chrome, and make it really nice. This is not a concourse car. This is a driver. You'd pay a lot more money for a concourse car. This is a car you can jump in and drive around and enjoy around the city or on the highway and just get a lot of fun out of it as an inexpensive hobby. Now there's a couple of things that are going to be repaired on the door. These pulls have cracked a little bit. Again, anybody that knows a good upholstery repair shop could get these fixed without too much trouble. Also on the dash, there's a crack here. Again, could be filled and fixed. But aside from that, you'll see the back seats are beautiful. The back of the front seats. You know, these bucket seats are highly desired. People take them out and they put them into hot rods. Because it's got all its chrome, it's not missing anything. Every little decal, every little piece of bright work is here. Everything works on the car. It didn't have too many options on this car, except for the wheel covers on the back, which I think give it a cool look. And the other option it does have is the power windows. Here we go with the driver's side window. Not quite as fast as the passenger side because that has a new motor. The driver's side motor was rebuilt last year and it works pretty well. And then there's two little quarter windows at the back. In fact, the one on the passenger side is not working today. Some days it does, might be a sticky switch. The one on the driver's side does come down a little slowly. I tend just to leave them up. It does have the 260 air conditioning, two windows down, 60 miles an hour, and then you open the air vents here, left and right air vents, and you get a lot of breeze through here. As long as you're at speed on the highway, you're pretty comfortable. All these levers work. The original Thunderbird didn't come with a cup holder, so I installed one, but it's just Velcro there. If you don't want it, you can take it off, but I find a cup holder pretty handy. It also did not come with USB power, but I wired in a little USB hub here so that I could charge my iPhone or GPS while I'm on the road, cruising around enjoying my T-Bird. Here again is that super cool dash. Okay, I have my lovely assistant here who's gonna video me starting the car because this is a two-hand operation. The Ford Thunderbird actually had an amazing anti-theft device. If you didn't own a Thunderbird, you'd never know how to start this car. First of all, you have the tilt-away steering. The car will not start with the steering tilted away. It has to be in the straightforward and locked position. The car still will not start because the gear shift has to be pulled up. Now, I have not started this car in a few days. but I had the carb rebuilt last year. I'm gonna just set the accelerator and hopefully it'll start pretty well. Wow, look at that. As I say, I had the carb rebuilt last year and it runs beautifully now. You just set the automatic choke and listen to that big V8 390 motor. It's something to behold. If you're afraid of gas prices, this is not going to be the car for you. I don't know how much it does to the gallon, but I've worked out it is $20 to the hour. So that's pretty good value, $20 for an hour of driving fun. Now, yeah, everything's working. You see the turn signals? Can you show the turn signals? The indicator's not on the dash, it's on the fender, which is really cool. And I had these replaced. They didn't work when I bought the car. And that's a really cool feature. Everybody loves that when you're driving behind. And of course it has the sequential lights in the tail. Anyway, they both work, had them both fixed. Everything else works. These are your left and right air vents. When you're driving along, you get lots of nice cool air through there. The wipers work, the washers work, had everything fixed. It's even got a little map light, because there was no GPS back then. So there's, you get your map out, your map lights work. We might do a little shoot tonight when it's dark so you can see how beautiful the dash works. Or looks. Radio is working. Though, and I cannot live. AM radio, so you're pretty limited. And this is your rear vent. So this is for flow-through ventilation in the open position. If you don't want that, you can close it. I leave it open. The heater works, and the fan works. I don't know if you can hear it with the motor running, but it does. I don't drive it in the winter, but in the cool spring and fall before it's ready to put it away, sometimes you need the heat. Here we've got your ashtray. The lighter does not work, so if you're a smoker, you're out of luck. I keep coins in here for the car wash. It's a good thing to keep in the ashtray. Okay, so while the car is running, let's have a look at the motor. Just open her up here. There it is. That beautiful 390 V8. Lots of power on the highway. This car just loves to cruise 60, 70 miles an hour on the highway. That's where it's happiest. It'll handle city traffic. I've driven it on a hot day. It never overheats. I've had these hoses replaced, so the cooling system works really well. The plugs were just changed. Like I said before, the carb was rebuilt. Fluids checked and changed every spring. It's really, as you can see, totally original. So there you have it, all pretty original. That's the 1965 Thunderbird.